Good afternoon, Off the Bench Sports family. We're here live. Thrive Academy Bulldogs. Joining us now is head coach, athletic director, Devon Breaux. What's up, coach?
What's that, man? How you doing?
I'm awesome, man. Awesome. Thank you for taking a moment with Off the Bench Sports, man. I'm just gonna say it, man. This feels so surreal. Like I've known you and your family literally your entire life, watch you from Little League all the way up to high school, and then to go on and play at the Wave.
Nah, I'm still processing it myself, man. To be honest, time. I always think about time. Time passes by fast, and I still have a hard time sleeping at night because time, everything just passed by fast. Who would have known 10 years ago? This would happen. I wouldn't have known, but I'm still speechless. I don't really have words for it yet, but I'm just excited.
Right, right. Understandably so. You should be 27 years old, already tapped with the athletic director tag. That says a lot about your character and the work that you've put in as a young coach. So, congratulations for that. Donaldsonville High School, 2013,
2012.
2012, Tulane graduate football. Did you know that coaching was where you wanted to go?
No, no, not even close. I want to say 2015, 2016, about my senior year in college. I honestly wanted to go into marketing and PR, and that's what I went to school for, and I was interested in it. And right after I came back from Canada in the CFL, I got a call from a former coach, Darryl Cummery. He asked me, what did I think about being in education and being a coach? And I didn't think nothing of it. And I was nervous, actually, because I didn't have any experience with kids. And he told me to just give it a try. I gave it a try, and it was something I enjoyed doing. And it's more than just about kids. When I got there, it just turned into impacting lives, changing lives, and I can relate to some of the kids that I've taught and coached coming up, and I have a lot of experience in it, and I can relate to them. So that kind of paved the way from where I'm at now. I wouldn't have thought I'd be in the spot I'm at now, but when I went to Donaldsonville, the year later to coach high school, Brian Richardson, he put me in the seat for head track coach, and I was the receiver coach my first year, and then that gave me some more experience. And I'm one of them people where I don't just live for the moment. I always, build from day to day to day, and that just put me on a pedestal for where I'm at now. I want to say 2 years have passed by, and then I end up being a co-offense coordinator at Donaldsonville with Keith Dickerson. And I want to say we won about 9 games, and we were like 3,000 yard rushing, about 1,000 yard passing, and that was another successful year. And as you can see, year to year passed by, and we succeeded year in years. Um, so that's like my story in a bubble, quick.
Right.
I'm not really a talker, so that's just my story in a bubble.
What experience did you take from Donaldsonville that you didn't have in your bag already that you learned from Coach Rich and the rest of the coaching staff there at Donaldsonville?
I had to say patience in the process. I mean, that's something I had to learn, and it's a skill. I always believe that patience is a skill, and I have to develop that skill because patience wasn't always my thing. But I really have patience, and you have to believe and trust the process because you have to think about coaches that are at any school or any program. They never start off good. You always start off at some point. You have to turn that program to either a good program to a great one or an under average program to above average program. So I feel like it's always a process you have to go through.
Nobody told me this. This is what I saw with my own eyes. You were a exceptionally great athlete coming out of Donaldsonville High School. That was one of the reasons why you got to go play and further your career at Tulane. But what experiences can you take from your own game and help these young men here at Thrive Academy be better young men and better football players?
Adversity. That's an answer that come quick to that is adversity. My freshman year at Tulane, I redshirted. Didn't know if I was gonna play or not. Didn't know. Didn't have no thoughts about it. And people that don't know, I played football and I ran track. I was a two-sport athlete, and I had to figure out how to graduate from Tulane and play two sports at the same time, which wasn't an easy task. I had a numerous amount of injuries. I got a plate and 7 screws in my hand, a screw in my foot, and I had maybe about 2 or 3 head injuries, probably if I can remember. And it didn't really hold me back. And that's not something everybody can say. I mean, I didn't ask for the injuries, but I didn't quit either. And my junior year, I probably had about 500 yards receiving. I think I was top 15 in the country with yards per catch, and that was after all the injuries. I mean, probably a normal person probably would have quit, but I didn't come up like that. The coach I had at Downsville, Terrence Williams, kind of prepared me for that in high school. And that's kind of I live my life by adversity. You know, everybody, every kid, every adult, coach, player, they have a story. And I always tell my kids that everybody have an issue at home. Everybody have a story. But what are you gonna do with that story? You know, you can use that as fuel. You can use that as excuse. That's just how I live.
Right. Understandable. Uh, this thing called football, we process it differently. We see it differently. Being a young coach, how did you know which coaches that you needed to bring on board to help you process and gain the knowledge needed as a young head coach to build a program here at Thrive?
I'm a people person, and I'm not one of those guys that look at a coach and be like, oh, he know his stuff. He know a lot of football. That's important to me, but it's not important to me. I'm more so what coach can build these kids. What coach can build a relationship? How it is a people person, you know? Because at the end of the day, football don't last forever. I like coaches that stay in the kids' lives when they leave the field, when they get off the football field. How could they change lives? Like to this day, Keith Williams was my receiver coach at Tulane, and he left my senior year, and I still communicate with him. I still talk to him. I still have a relationship with Terrence Williams as a coach. That's just me as a person, and I feel like that have a big impact on kids. People don't look at that, but you could change a life outside of football, and that's just what I believe in.
Right. Organizational skills. Um, Again, being a guy that's played on the college level, you went through a lot of college football practices. How do you take those experiences from, setting up a practice from start to finish and bring that here to Thrive to show kids that being organized helps you be better prepared and better prepared to win games?
Yeah. Well, that's one thing I'm still working on because that's just what I'm used to. I'm used to a college and professional system. I'm used to the whole process, but I'm still adjusting to it because not all high school kids will be able to take the training, take the mental, take every part of what I bring from the college level to high school level. So I'm still trying to figure that part out in the adjustments because some high school kids may only be able to learn and adjust to high school system. You never know. So I'm still working on that part.
Coach, we want to take a second and talk about a couple players. Give me a couple.
Dwalin Johnson, Isaiah Doucette, Keyshawn Hughes, and Jamari Sabri.
Tell me about him.
Well, I'm gonna start off with Jamari Sabri. He's a kid that reminds me of myself a lot. He's quiet, don't really say much, but when he's on the field, he lead by example. He's one of those kids where he's just a motor. He motivates himself, he's self-motivated, and he keep everybody going. Dwalin Johnson is more of a kid. He has a body frame of a college athlete. He's big. He's still learning because it's like his 3rd year playing football. He's still learning, but he catches on everything quick. Keyshawn Hughes is our leader. He's one of the kids that everybody kind of look up to. He leads everybody in the right direction. He's very vocal, and he has more experience than everybody here. So he's like our captain. And Isaiah Doucette, he's one of the kids that when I first came here, young, quiet, he don't talk much, and he made a lot of progress. He made a lot of progress, and everybody just surprised how far he's come. He's in the secondary, he's on defense, and he's on offense. Special teams, he's everywhere. I mean, he's on both sides of the field, and I'm just excited to see how far he come from last year to this year.
No doubt. Bulldog football players first is
DeWallen Johnson, running back, linebacker, Thrive Academy, Bulldogs, football, class of 2022.
Keyshawn Hughes, nose tackle center, Thrive Academy, Bulldogs, football, class of 2022.
Isaiah Doucette, wide receiver, safety, Thrive Academy, Bulldog, football, class of 2025.
Jamari Sabri, quarterback, middle linebacker, Thrive Academy, football, class of 2025.
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
Good.
Hey, this one thing that I always do, man. It's called panning. I always pan when I got a group. I just like doing it. It don't even mean nothing. So we're gonna start right here with my big guy, the center. Why football, man?
With football, for me, I feel like that's a way out, and that's something that I love to do.
Football is just something for me, something that I can do on my spare time, something because I really want to go play football.
How has football impacted your life at a young age, Mr. Sabri?
It impacted my life by me having like something to do besides staying in the house all day doing nothing.
Okay.
It impacted me to stay out of trouble and focus more on football and going to college.
College is a thing?
Huh?
Is college a thing that you like to do?
No, football.
Yeah, you got to go to school to play football. All right? So even at the high school, even at the college level, in order for you to do one, you got to do the other. I wish it was that easy where you could just say, okay, I want to just play football. I don't care about the academic side of it. But we always use the academic side to do what? Fall back on. All right? Who inspired you to be good at football?
A lot of people, but the most person is my father, because he was one of the greatest of his time, but he got into some trouble, got into an accident, so he couldn't play anymore. So I wanted to finish what he started.
Okay, that's what's up. What's up? What's up, pretty boy?
My little cousin, because I want him to do what I do. I want him to follow everything I do. I want him to play football like me and be great like me.
What are you doing to ensure that he looks up to you to be a better young man?
I do good stuff around him. Like, I listen. I teach him how to be a better person.
You're a freshman, man.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm going to tell you something. That's solid. You're a freshman with that mentality. Keep up the good work.
Yes, sir.
What's up, my quarterback?
So,
Wait a minute. You don't know what the question is. Give me a cadence. Yeah.
down,
I need a little more bass. Little more bass. Little more bass. Look, y'all heard it. What? Go again.
down, say hut,
I like that. Do it again.
down, say hut,
He a freshman too, y'all. Quarterback. I like it. You gonna get there. How can you help them be better football players?
Be a better leader, show him the way, don't tell him the wrong thing, make him go down the right path in life.
I don't know what it is about you, man. I'm trying to figure it out, but I like you. Like you've been solid. You've been solid. Who are some of the people you look up to?
My daddy, he played football in high school, but he couldn't finish because he made a couple of mistakes, so I want to finish for him.
What's the goal for this season here at Thrive Academy?
The goal for this season is to have a better season than last year. Win more games, get a better performance on the field, and get our seniors out of here on a good college scholarship, set for life.
Smile. Smile. Hey y'all, these my guys, man. They're young in the game, in a young football program, but they have the heart, desire, and mental toughness to be great, and they want to be great. They want to be better, and they will be. So, thank you guys. Oh, y'all wanna say hi to somebody? Say hi to somebody.
Hey, man.
Hey, grandma.
Hey, Papa.
Thank you guys for taking a minute with Off the Bench Sports. We'll see you guys in the future.